Capricorn, hello. Welcome to your weekly intuitive reading. I hope that you are doing well. Let's tap into your energy and see what messages come through for you today. This is a message for sun, moon, or rising in the sign of Capricorn. Authenticity wanted to show its face. Please keep in mind these are general messages, so take what resonates for you and leave the rest. Try not to build a story. If it's not resonating for you, most likely the message is not for you. Check with your other placements, your moon, your rising, or any of the other zodiac that stand out to you at this time or in the past. As time is not linear, it is cyclical. You spiral around. All right, so what are the messages for Capricorn? Definitely have had a spike in the energy, a shift in the energy. And for any of you who follow the Schumann resonance, that has been very dull, and it's been basically its standard 7 hertz or so, not much going on. Well, between last night and this morning, we've had some spikes up to like 57, I think it went up to. We had a lot of spikes in that energy, which is the energy that is registered or emitted from the earth. So we feel that. We feel that, and it does do some things to the human body, to the human energy field, the earth's energy field. Our animals feel it, everybody responds to these energy shifts. So anyway, just thought that you might find that interesting. What are the messages for Capricorn? First card out, we have personal growth. So you're definitely going through a big change, big shift in your energy and your life experiences that are designed specifically for your soul's growth and evolutionary process. We have thoughtfulness as the next card out. Similar to mindfulness, being thoughtful, you know. Sometimes when we're on our own trajectory of life, sometimes we are kind of in tunnel vision and we're only thinking of ourselves and our own. It's like life revolves around us, right? But this card is saying it's asking you to kind of pull back and see the bigger picture, like how your energy affects others, and being mindful, being thoughtful of other people's journey and their emotions and their energy. And so that's definitely growth for any human being, to be able to fully take a step back and see how we affect each other, we affect others. Being thoughtful. Mindful of our words, mindful of our energy. What else for Capricorn? Being thoughtful and mindful as to happiness and intimacy. Interesting. So whatever you're going through a growth spurt in Capricorn, it definitely has to do with intimacy, intimate connections. Doesn't have to necessarily mean sexual. It's just connecting deeply to another or to others. Being vulnerable, being transparent. Into me, I see. Intimacy. And definitely realizing that happiness, your happiness and the happiness of others, that is each and every one of our own responsibility to create our own happiness, live in our own happiness. It's all perception and perspective, and each and every one of us can have the exact same experience together. And our perspective, our perception of that experience is going to be different for everybody, because our emotional fields, our emotional bodies are unique to our own personal journey since birth. that colors the lens of what we are viewing and feeling every unique situation and experience through, which makes us so unique. Excuse me. All right. So, why is personal growth out here for Capricorn, please? Thank you. The Magician. Alchemy. What you create from your energy. What you create. How you create in your life, in the world. You're growing. You're learning. You're understanding. You're understanding your effect on others and on life itself and on every experience that you, Capricorn, have created based off of your perception, your beliefs, your thoughts, your energy, your emotions. That's a big one. It's easy for our ego to get attached to it and be like, yeah, I can manifest this and that, law of attraction stuff, but it's so way more expansive and bigger than that, Capricorn. Don't get it twisted. That's a nice marketing gimmick and all, but there's so much more depth to this. I'm looking at the infinity symbol here, and it really does require us to dig deep within our own stuff, our own shadow, our own inner psyche, and heal from a lot of things. But really get to understand it. It's knowing yourself. How well do you know yourself, truly? We all have blind spots. All right, Four of Wands. All right, so Four of Wands typically in traditional tarot is home and family and comfort. With this thoughtfulness card being here, I feel like you are finding, through being mindful, through being thoughtful of others and your impact, your effect on everyone that is around you, as well as yourself, how others affect you as well. It goes both ways. You're beginning to find a nice balance within whatever you call home and family for you. It doesn't have to be your blood family. It doesn't have to be the home that you live in, but what feels at home to you in the heart. Okay. Could also be, through the family dynamic and whatnot as well. For sure. Being more mindful, thoughtful of everybody else's journey, not just yours. Because we affect each other. Why is happiness out here for Capricorn? We deeply affect each other, way more than we... Okay, beautiful. Something has definitely come to an end. All right. Something is changing within you, and it has to do with your happiness. So whatever your ego or whatever you thought what brought you to a happy place, that is being taken away by you or the universe. Death, something that has happened, has completely killed that old version of you, and this is allowing room for something new to be birthed when it comes to your perspective on happiness, or how to create happiness within yourself. And I say this because we have the King of Wands. Oh, we have the King of Cups below that. The King of Wands with intimacy speaks of, there's that ego card I see. I want things the way I want them, and if they're not the way I want them, then they're not right. They're not proper. This is control and ego. King of Cups below that, though, is getting in touch with your feelings. Oh yeah, Six of Wands, overcoming the ego, taming that inner beast, and or the world below that. So definitely something that you are working through when it comes to transparency, heart-to-heart connections, intimate connections, that will really break down from you having surface level, superficial relationships to really true, intimate, heart-to-heart connections with others. And that really means that you have to break through your own ego. And it looks as though that's what's going on right now, or that's what you're in the process of learning about and understanding. A lot of birds suddenly just arrived on my bird feeder here. King of Wands also is one to, when he knows it's time to make a move, he's going to do it. He's the king. It's time to make a change. It's time to go for intimate connections. All right, let's do one more spread here for Capricorn. Personal growth, please. Too many. Let's do personal growth, please, for Capricorn. I'm not one to really put the cards back in, but the way they came out, just, they'll come back out again if they need to. Yeah. All right, so as you are beginning to look deeper or farther into yourself and your life experiences thus far, what you have created for yourself, especially when it comes to connecting deeply to others or not connecting deeply to others, you're finding patience, balance, and understanding the cycles of your own self. Being patient with the process. Coming to a nice balance. All right. So, personal growth, it is always a work in progress. We are always going to be going through personal growth. It just sometimes is painful or humbling, to say the least, at times. Especially when we have like sudden realizations or big realizations. I haven't seen the Tower card come out yet, but still early in the read. Queen of Inspiration, Muse of Voices. So it seems as though you are finding more inspirational ways to express yourself in words, through words, or listening, even, because the voices can also be of listening. You're really putting focus more on how you put yourself out there and express your energy, yourself, as well as listening to whatever has been coming, what others have said to you, or the feedback that you may have had a wall up before and not really either wanted to hear or just wasn't understanding where it was coming from. But we have death, so something is definitely ending. That could be a cycle of yours that's ending. Why is death here with happiness? Ultimately, understanding what true happiness is also. And that only can be generated from within. Really, truly. Nobody can take it from you either unless you give it away, unless you allow it. I just don't know. I have so many birds that just arrived here, Capricorn. They may be here to speak with you also. Okay. So we have happiness overall, again, is your overall happiness. And happiness, especially when it comes to connecting to others, because we do need to have relationships in this life. You may have been one that's like, I don't do people anymore. I'm done with people, but that's actually ending. And you're the Hangman. Life is showing you, it's reminding you of how important it is to have heartfelt connections and relationships with others. Something is definitely changing. The world, death, Something is definitely changing, not only within you, but around you as well. And it's leaving you in a place right now where you're still getting in touch with how you feel. You know, this is still a work in progress. This is still a healing journey for us all. You still may be feeling a little down about how things played out, or just your emotions overall. Like, yeah, I feel better, but there's still something missing here. There's still something missing, and it feels big. And you know why? Because she's sitting in that missing cup. It is part of her. So this is definitely a part of opening yourself up, finding out what has been holding you hostage, keeping you from fully flourishing in your true essence, your true happiness. And you're doing it. You're getting there. So be patient. Home one built in a day. All right, we're going to get some advice for you, Capricorn. And if you're liking this video so far, please don't forget to click the like button below the video, the thumbs up button below the video. I appreciate all of you who do. And feel free to comment if you'd like to comment. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. If you're interested in a personal one-on-one reading or recorded session, you can book that through my website, which is BeTheChange333.com, and that information is also in the description box below this video. So Capricorn, let's get your advice. You might have nature speaking to you as it is with me right now, because they are very vocal, these birds outside right now. We're just doing one, but we're going to take Courageous Peony, Multifaceted, Unique Nature, Let Yourself Be Seen, Birth as a... Okay. You might also be going through some healing of the mother wound, having, you know, we all do have mother-father wounds from birth, from childhood to some degree or another. Every human on this planet has gone through trauma. So yours is not special. It's just different than others. There is something that's opening up here. There's some sort of portal. But let's read the Courageous Peony. Flowers don't open and close according to who walks by. They embrace all of what they are and show it to the world around them. The peony doesn't try to compete with the cherry blossom, and the cherry blossom doesn't try to compete with the tulip. They own what they are and try and trust the timing of their true nature. You're being called to do the same. It's time to open yourself up to being seen. Time to share your incredible, multifaceted, true nature with the world around you. To uncover and reveal your soul's greatest gifts without wavering. To own your uniqueness without apology. There's a flower on the planet that holds the same qualities that your soul is readying itself to express. Let it inform you. You may have been taught that it's safer to keep your light hidden and your voice small, to hide behind the bushes instead of growing tall. The Courageous Peony is here to remind you that it's safe to embody all of who you truly are. It's safe to share your voice and let yourself be seen. At first, it may feel uncomfortable and you may be afraid of what others think. But with each passing day, it does become easier. Little by little, you realize that it draws in those who are meant for you, and experiences you've been longing for arrive at your feet. Yeah, once you drop the act, drop the walls, drop the what the ego has up as protection, and really truly let yourself be seen, vulnerable, but authentic. Authenticity wanted to be the first card that came out, but I put it back in. Anyway, once you do that, others that are actually meant for you are going to start to come into your life experience, your awareness. Let's tap into We Are the Hathors, because it came out along with that. Birth is a portal that ushers in new life. The Hathors are here to remind you that you're a child of the Cosmic Mother, and you're being called to be held by her deep, never-ending love and embrace. This is a tender, nourishing card reminding you to receive the deep, deep love of the Mother's embrace. The Hathors know that the journey on earth can be rocky and lonely at times, but you're being reminded to rest more deeply in the Mother's arms. This is a card of extreme potency, of femininity, of creation, and of birth. You're being called to mother yourself, and others too, to surrender to your sacred femininity, I can't say the word, to create and surrender to your own creations, to hold and be held. You're being called to remember your place in the web of life, and to realize that the Cosmic Mother is watching you every step of the way. You may be going through a transition right now, moving from one way of being to another. If so, you're being reminded that you're cradled in a sacred container, that you're more held than you can possibly imagine, and you have access to more love than your heart can bear. If you're struggling in any way, you're being reassured that things will work out. Open yourself to receiving the overflowing love of the Cosmic Mother, flooding towards you from every direction. Let it stretch your heart. I definitely feel that, especially with the Magician card and intimacy. So, and the Death card, you're definitely going through a transformation, a transition of life. So embrace it and feel that cosmic love that's surrounding you. There's nothing to be afraid of. Let yourself be stripped of this ego persona, and don't be afraid to show the real, true you. Look at the difference between these two. All right? So that is the messages that I have for you this week, Capricorn. I hope that you found this helpful for you, and I'm sending you out so much love. Take care. Bye.